August 12, 2023, 11 p.m., Jason Lee, a young musician with a captivating smile and a troubled past, takes the stage at the Blue Note, a local bar in his hometown. He's performing with his band, The Echoes, their music a blend of bluesy rock and heartfelt lyrics. The crowd cheers, captivated by Jason's raw talent. But beneath the surface, Jason's smile hides a growing inner turmoil. August 13, 2023, 1 a.m., the gig ends, and Jason bids farewell to his bandmates and friends. He promises to meet Amy, his girlfriend, at their usual spot, a cozy coffee shop downtown. He leaves the bar, his footsteps echoing in the quiet night. But he never makes it to the coffee shop. August 13, 2023, 8 a.m., Amy wakes up, finding Jason's side of the bed empty. A wave of panic washes over her. She calls his phone, but it goes straight to voicemail. She checks his usual haunts, but Jason is nowhere to be found. Her worst fears are confirmed, Jason is missing. August 13, 2023, 10 a.m., Amy reports Jason's disappearance to the police. Detective Tom Riley, a seasoned officer with a sharp mind, takes the case. He listens intently to Amy's description of Jason's recent behavior, noticing a hint of unease in her voice. August 13, 2023, 12 p.m., Sarah Lee, Jason's older sister, arrives at Amy's apartment, her face etched with worry. She shares stories of their childhood, revealing Jason's troubled past and his struggles with substance abuse. She expresses her fear, her voice trembling with unspoken anxieties. August 13, 2023, 4 p.m., Detective Riley visits Jason's apartment, finding it in disarray. He discovers a half-written song, its lyrics hinting at Jason's inner turmoil. He also finds a crumpled note, a cryptic message that leaves him with more questions than answers. August 13, 2023, 6 p.m., as the sun begins to set, casting long shadows across the town, Amy, Sarah, and Detective Riley gather at the Blue Note, where Jason's last performance took place. They speak with the bar owner and Jason's bandmates, trying to piece together his last hours. But the more they learn, the more they realize that Jason's disappearance is far from simple. August 13, 2023, 8 p.m., the episode ends with a chilling revelation. Detective Riley discovers a hidden message in one of Jason's songs, a message that points to a dark secret he had been keeping. The question now is, what lengths would Jason go to protect this secret? And what does it have to do with his disappearance? August 14, 2023, 9 a.m., Detective Riley starts his day by revisiting Jason's apartment, meticulously combing through every detail. He finds a hidden compartment in a dusty book, revealing a small, worn notebook filled with cryptic notes and sketches. August 14, 2023, 11 a.m., Riley visits the Blue Note again, this time focusing on the band members. He learns about a recent argument Jason had with his bandmate, Mark, over a song that Jason refused to play. Mark claims it was about a dark secret from Jason's past. August 14, 2023, 1 p.m., Riley meets with Sarah, Jason's sister. He shows her the notebook, hoping for clues. Sarah recognizes a recurring symbol in the sketches, a broken bird. This was his way of dealing with things, Sarah says, her voice trembling. He used to draw these birds when he was younger, after what happened. August 14, 2023, 3 p.m., Riley delves deeper into Jason's past, visiting his childhood home. He speaks with Mrs. Lee, Jason's mother, who reveals a devastating incident from Jason's youth, a fire that claimed the life of his younger brother. He never recovered, Mrs. Lee whispers, her eyes filled with tears. He blamed himself, even though it wasn't his fault. August 14, 2023, 5 p.m., Riley returns to the police station, piecing together the puzzle. The notebook, the song, the argument with Mark, and the fire, they all seem to be connected. August 14, 2023, 7 p.m., Riley visits Amy, Jason's girlfriend. He shares his suspicions, the pieces falling into place. I think Jason was trying to confront his past, to finally let go of the guilt, Riley says. But something stopped him. Something or someone. August 14, 2023, 9 p.m., Riley finds a hidden message in the notebook, a series of dates and times that lead him to believe Jason was planning to expose a dark secret, one that could potentially ruin someone's life. The question now is, who was Jason planning to expose? And is this the reason for his disappearance? August 15, 2023, 10 a.m., Detective Riley, armed with the cryptic dates and times from Jason's notebook, begins his investigation. He visits the Blue Note again, interviewing the bartender, who confirms Jason was planning a special performance on the last date in the notebook. August 15, 2023, 12 p.m., Riley visits the local library, searching for information about the events on the other dates. He finds a news article about a car accident that occurred on one of the dates, involving a young man named David. August 15, 2023, 2 p.m., Riley tracks down David, who reveals a chilling story. He admits to being Jason's childhood friend, but their friendship ended abruptly after a devastating incident. "It was a mistake," David says, his voice cracking. "A terrible mistake that Jason blamed himself for, even though I was the one responsible." August 15, 2023, 4 p.m., Riley realizes the connection. David was the driver in the car accident that led to the death of Jason's younger brother. He confronts David about the hidden truth, but David denies any involvement in Jason's disappearance. August 15, 2023, 6 p.m., Riley visits Jason's mother again, showing her the news article about David. Mrs. Lee confirms that David was indeed the one who caused the accident. "He was so young, so reckless," Mrs. Lee says, her voice filled with sorrow. "He never apologized, never took responsibility. Jason never let go of that." August 15, 2023, 8 p.m., Riley returns to the police station, piecing together the events. He believes Jason was planning to expose David's role in the accident, hoping to finally find closure. August 15, 2023, 9 p.m., Lee discovers a hidden message in the notebook, a series of notes written in code. He deciphers the message, revealing a shocking truth: Jason was not planning to expose David, but rather to protect him. The mystery deepens as Riley uncovers a hidden layer of complexity, revealing that Jason was not just seeking justice but also protecting his friend from the consequences of his past. The question now is, what was Jason trying to protect David from? And who is the true culprit behind his disappearance? August 16, 2023, 10 a.m., Detective Riley, armed with the deciphered code from Jason's notebook, visits the Blue Note once again. He finds the bartender, who reluctantly reveals that Jason had been receiving threatening phone calls in the weeks leading up to his disappearance. "He seemed scared," the bartender whispers. "He wouldn't tell me who was calling, but he said they were after something he knew." August 16, 2023, 12 p.m., Riley returns to the police station, piecing together the clues. He realizes that Jason was not just protecting David, but also protecting someone else from a dangerous threat. He decides to revisit David, this time with a new line of questioning. August 16, 2023, 2 p.m., Riley confronts David, showing him the decoded message from Jason's notebook. "Jason was trying to protect you, David," Riley says, his voice firm. "But he was also trying to protect someone else. Who is it?" David, his face pale with fear, refuses to answer. August 16, 2023, 4 p.m., Riley, frustrated by David's silence, decides to investigate the coded message further. He discovers that the message refers to a specific location, an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of town. August 16, 2023, 6 p.m., Riley, accompanied by his partner, Officer Jones, visits the warehouse. They find it locked and deserted. Riley, determined to find answers, uses his keycard to force the door open. August 16, 2023, 8 p.m., inside the warehouse, they discover a hidden room. The room is filled with boxes, files, and photographs, revealing a shocking truth: Jason was investigating a major drug trafficking operation. August 16, 2023, 9 p.m., Riley realizes that Jason's disappearance is connected to the drug ring. He believes that Jason was trying to expose the operation, and that someone within the ring was responsible for silencing him. Riley and Jones discovering a hidden compartment in the wall, revealing a single, cryptic message: "The Raven knows." The mystery deepens as Riley faces a new challenge, uncovering the identity of the Raven and unraveling the truth behind Jason's disappearance. August 17, 2023, 9 a.m., Riley, haunted by the cryptic message, "The Raven knows," returns to the police station. He shares his findings with his partner, Jones. "The Raven," Riley says, his voice laced with uncertainty, "it feels like a code name. Someone is watching us, Jones. Someone who knows more than we do." August 17, 2023, 10 a.m., Riley decides to revisit the Blue Note bar, hoping to find more clues about Jason's connection to the drug ring. He speaks to the bartender again, this time mentioning the Raven message. Raven. The bartender raises an eyebrow. That's a name I haven't heard in years. It's a legend around here, a whisper in the shadows. They say he's the one who controls everything. August 17, 2023, 11 a.m., Riley, intrigued by the bartender's response, decides to delve deeper into the legend of the Raven. He learns that the Raven is a mysterious figure, rumored to be the mastermind behind the city's drug trafficking operation. No one has ever seen him, but his influence is felt everywhere. August 17, 2023, 12 p.m., Riley, following a lead, visits a local pawn shop. He shows the pawnbroker a photo of a distinctive ring that was found on Jason's body. The pawnbroker recognizes the ring, claiming it belonged to a man known only as the Shadow. The Shadow, the pawnbroker says, his voice dropping to a whisper, was a close associate of the Raven. He was a dangerous man, a real wild card. He disappeared a few years back, but they say he never truly left. August 17, 2023, 2 p.m., Riley, now convinced that the Raven is a real person, starts piecing together the puzzle. He realizes that Jason was not just investigating the drug ring, but he was also trying to expose the Raven's identity. August 17, 2023, 4 p.m., Riley, following a hunch, returns to the warehouse. He discovers a hidden safe behind a painting, containing a ledger filled with names and numbers. The ledger confirms that the Raven is a real person, and that he has been manipulating the drug trade for years. August 17, 2023, 6 p.m., Riley, examining the ledger, discovers a name that sends a chill down his spine, David. August 17, 2023, 8 p.m., Riley, realizing that David is more than just a witness, confronts him at his apartment. David, Riley says, his voice firm. You know more than you're letting on. You're involved with the Raven, aren't you? David, his eyes wide with fear, remains silent. He knows that his secret is about to be exposed. August 17, 2023, 9 p.m., David, cornered by Riley, finally breaks down. He confesses that he was forced to work for the Raven, acting as a courier for the drug ring. He explains that he was blackmailed, threatened with harm to his family if he refused. I was scared, Riley, David pleads, his voice trembling. I didn't know what else to do. August 17, 2023, 10 p.m., Riley, sympathetic to David's plight, decides to use him as an informant. He promises to protect David and his family in exchange for his cooperation. David, desperate to escape the Raven's grip, agrees. August 18, 2023, 10 a.m., Riley, armed with David's information, sets a trap for the Raven. He arranges a meeting with David, pretending to hand over a package of drugs. He knows that the Raven will be watching, waiting to collect his merchandise. August 18, 2023, 12 p.m., as planned, the Raven's men arrive to collect the package. Riley, along with his team, is ready. A tense standoff ensues, with both sides armed and ready to fight. August 18, 2023, 2 p.m., the Raven's men, outnumbered and outmatched, are forced to retreat. Riley, however, realizes that the Raven himself is not among them. The real mastermind is still out there, watching, waiting. August 18, 2023, 4 p.m., Riley, back at the police station, reviews the evidence. He discovers a single clue, a discarded cigarette butt, bearing the Raven's distinctive brand of cigarettes. He knows that this is his only lead to finally unmasking the Raven. August 18, 2023, 6 p.m., Riley, using the cigarette butt as a sample, sends it to the lab for DNA analysis. He hopes that the results will reveal the Raven's true identity. August 18, 2023, 8 p.m., the lab results arrive. The DNA matches a man named Samuel, the Shadow, Carter. Riley, stunned, realizes that the Raven is someone he knows, someone he thought was dead. Riley staring at Samuel's photo, his face etched with shock and disbelief. The Raven is not a myth, not a legend. He is a man who has been hiding in plain sight, pulling the strings of the city's underworld. Riley knows that the hunt is far from over. He must find the Shadow, expose his true identity, and bring him to justice. August 19, 2023, 10 a.m., Riley, armed with the revelation that Samuel Carter is the Raven, confronts him at his supposed dead home. Samuel, seemingly surprised, denies any involvement. "You're mistaken, Riley," Samuel says, his voice calm but laced with a hint of menace. "I haven't touched a drug in years." August 19, 2023, 11 a.m., Riley, unconvinced, digs deeper. He discovers Samuel's secret hideout, a hidden room in his house, filled with evidence of his criminal activities. August 19, 2023, 12 p.m., Riley, with the evidence in hand, tries to arrest Samuel. However, Samuel, anticipating Riley's move, escapes through a secret tunnel leading out of his house. August 19, 2023, 1 p.m., Riley, pursuing Samuel through the tunnels, realizes that he's not alone. Samuel has a network of allies, loyal followers who are willing to protect him. A fierce chase ensues, with Riley facing a relentless onslaught of enemies. August 19, 2023, 2 p.m., Riley, cornered and outnumbered, is forced to retreat. He realizes that he has underestimated Samuel's cunning and ruthlessness. Samuel is not just a drug lord, he's a master manipulator, a puppeteer who controls the city's underworld with an iron fist. August 19, 2023, 3 p.m., back at the police station, Riley is forced to accept defeat. He knows that he cannot arrest Samuel without more evidence. He needs to find a way to expose Samuel's true identity, to show the world the men behind the mask. August 19, 2023, 4 p.m., Riley, determined to bring Samuel down, decides to use his own game against him. He knows that Samuel is obsessed with power, with controlling the city's drug trade. He plans to use this obsession to his advantage. August 19, 2023, 6 p.m., Riley, with the help of his team, sets up a sting operation. They create a fake drug deal, a trap designed to lure Samuel out into the open. August 19, 2023, 8 p.m., the trap is sprung. Samuel, lured by the promise of a lucrative deal, arrives at the location. Riley, waiting in the shadows, is ready to strike. Riley and Samuel facing each other, both men knowing that this is the moment of truth. The battle for control of the city is about to begin. Samuel confessing the location of Jason. The city is buzzing with the news of Samuel Carter's downfall. The streets are filled with a sense of relief, a feeling that the city has finally been freed from the grip of a tyrant. August 22, 2023, 11 a.m., Riley, however, is not celebrating. He knows that Samuel's defeat is just the beginning. He knows that Samuel will not go down without a fight. August 22, 2023, 12 p.m., Riley receives a call from an anonymous source. The source warns him that Samuel is planning a final, desperate act of revenge. He is planning to unleash a wave of violence upon the city, a final act of destruction that will leave the city in ruins. Riley, exhausted but victorious, watches as the city celebrates its freedom. He knows that the battle is over, but the war is not. The city will always be vulnerable to those who seek to exploit its weaknesses. He will continue to fight for justice, for the safety of the city, and for the people he has sworn to protect. The city burst into joy at the discovery of Jason Lee after weeks of his disappearance. Praising the effort of the detective and the police officers.